Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I look kind of a hot mess right now because I just did a Kanye reading. If you watch it, you'll understand why, but this one is going to be a psychic reading on Tupac Shakur. We're just gonna see like if his energy does come through, if not, whatever messages spirit wants to bring through. I know there's gonna be some questions that people are gonna have that I have to just be very upfront. I cannot ask on YouTube. So we're going to be answering those things starting next Tuesday, January 5th on Station Head. I will let you guys know exactly what time I'll do lives, but let me know, you guys, like what time zone you're in if you're in the States, and if morning, afternoon, or evening would be easier for you guys to catch it live. But those things, because then if you guys are able to catch it live, you can ask me questions, you know, while we're live on there. But those things are, you know, things that we'll have to discuss over there because there's no censorship and we don't have to like tiptoe around stuff the way that we do over here. So just, you know, I'm not asking certain questions because I didn't think of them or I forgot them or whatever. It's literally because we cannot address it here on this platform. So let me go ahead and, you know, I've shuffled the cards. I took a break between the Kanye reading and this and meditated and cleared my energy and everything, but I'm a pale person, so my eyes stay red for a real long time if I cry. But I also figured I seem to cry in all of my medium readings, so, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if I don't in this one too. I always burn incense when I'm doing my work, and especially when I am connecting to the other side. And I was actually gonna burn a different kind of incense, and Spirit told me to burn this neroli because they're saying that when he was a prince in another lifetime, that was his favorite scent. Which I've always said this, that I feel both Ethiopian and Egyptian royalty energy from past lives on Tupac. And yes, I know like most people are automatically like, oh my God, he looks Egyptian, but he also looks very Ethiopian if you notice as well. I don't know like what his bloodline in this lifetime originated from, or if he even knew. I'm just saying that that's the energy that I've always felt around him. So it's not just strictly North African energy, but, you know, the other areas of the continent as well. Because I feel like he has spent a lot of his past lifetimes as somebody who was in a position of being in the spotlight. You know, whether that was you were in tribal Africa and so you were the prince of your tribe, or the king, you know, when you were supposed to elevate and become the king after your dad has gone, or you were a pharaoh in Egypt, or somebody who was, you know, just very well known at that time. Because I don't feel like this was, you know, this was by far his first lifetime in the spotlight. And so I don't know necessarily if neroli is, you know, native to the African continent or any of that, but it's just for some reason Spirit was saying in a previous lifetime neroli and cassis and like certain types of flowers were always around him, and so he still enjoys that smell. So it's like, okay, if I have to pick what I'm gonna smell in here, that's what I want to be smelling. Which I could so see Tupac kind of being that person. Like, I could see him being the person who comes into your house and is like, you have a couple candles burning and he's like, I don't like how that one smells, and blows it out. You're like, well, this is my house, Tupac, welcome. You know, like, it's just, if he didn't like something, he would let you know. He wasn't gonna just sit there and suffer, you know, and sit there and be like, oh, I'm gonna smell something that I don't like. So, Spirit, please join us. Connect us to the energy of Tupac, whether that is here in this present state on earth or on the other side. We are coming to you completely open-minded, whether Tupac is alive or crossed over. If you so feel that it is fitting to address spirit, we would like to ask you about his status, if he is alive or passed. Spirit, thank you for joining us. Thank you for assisting us in connecting to the energy of Tupac, whether that is him coming directly through or any of his spirit guides, angels, or messengers who would like to represent his energy in this reading. We ask you, Archangel Michael, to come in and put your shield of protection around us. We ask Saint Jude to connect, to bring peace and flowing energy as we work our way through this reading, connecting to the energy of Tupac and answering any questions that we may have for him. Thank you, Spirit. Amen. Okay. And hopefully the fan doesn't start bringing the incense smoke right into my mouth like it likes to do half the time. So, Spirit, please join us and answer any questions that we have in regards to Tupac Shakur in his life. What has happened since he's left the public eye? Is he alive? Has he crossed over? What can you tell us, Spirit? Okay. If you've watched my previous spiritual readings, you know I like to start off with the tarot and connecting to spirit, and then allowing the spirit of whoever we're asking to join us to voluntarily come in and start offering their own messages and information and answering questions on their own. I never put any pressure on spirit. I never force things. I only ever do things when spirit tells me it is okay. The last few days, I've been seeing so much stuff coming up on Tupac, just pictures of him in my Explore page. Then I was like on YouTube earlier today, and I saw Sean Davey Way had done something about Tupac, but I didn't watch it because spirit told me to do a reading on it. Not on it, whatever Sean was talking about, and I don't even remember what the subject was. I just saw Tupac on there. But, you know, that it was okay for me to go ahead and do a reading on Tupac's energy and see what comes up. Okay. The very first card that comes up is the Death card, guys. Next, we have the Six of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles. Magician. Six of Swords. What this is talking about is that death in either the literal sense or that everything as it was had to end because there was people working together against him for financial gain. He wouldn't play along with the games, the trickery, the things that are required of you to get down, to get on and get by in Hollywood. So it was time for him to go. No. Let me look something up really quick, because I wasn't expecting this. Okay. I was just making sure on something before I say anything. The final decision that he had to go was because of his connection to a female. They didn't want her to be with him any longer. And she wasn't getting the message. She kept refusing to leave him alone. She didn't listen to the people who were warning her. Because there was these warnings. Leave it alone before somebody gets hurt. She thought they could run away together and be safe. Didn't work out that way. She knows the truth and she blames herself. That person is now a very old man. Put together the rest of the Hierophant energy as to his connection to that girl and you'll understand. So the underlying energy in this first question is the Eight of Swords, Four of Wands, and the High Priestess. So somebody's going to start talking, you guys. We are finally going to start to get answers on what happened. It is going to start to come to light. You know, a lot of the stuff that was exposed in 2020, like I kept saying, it was the start of the exposing. It wasn't just, this is just the year of it, and then, you know, we move on to something else. No. Air, energy, winds. What happens when there's a pile of leaves and the wind comes along and blows it away, and then you find like a dead cat behind it, and it's like, oh my God, like we didn't know there was a dead animal behind that pile of leaves for months, you know, because it was there. It's that kind of stuff. Dirty, dark shit that we thought we would never have answers to, especially in regards to people who are no longer on this plane, is going to be exposed because people are going to start talking. They're going to start talking because we are in the midst of a spiritual awakening, so people are going to want to be absolved of their guilt and their sins. People are going to talk to save their asses so that way they don't go down in the flames with somebody else when everybody else starts coming out and saying, hey, guess what? This person did that. And then all of a sudden we have 20 people and we're in another Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby situation. No, it's like people are like, I can see that that's coming because one person said something. Let me talk and tell everything I know so that way when the cops come knocking and the court of public opinion comes, like, I'm not taking the crossfire with you. This is a time of justice, you guys. Air energy, it's healing, it's exposing so we can heal, so that we can offer justice, so that we can work forwards. So this is going to start to come out. I feel like this year we're going to start to see more people digging into what happened. There's going to be more like specials coming out and things coming up. It says that he passed in September of 1996. It was right before I turned 14, so we're 24 years. But it'll be 25 years next year. Makes sense. Because I feel like there's like this resurgence of like documentaries and what really happened and talking to people around there, and more people like are gonna start coming up that we're gonna hear like this hotel worker being like, I saw somebody running with a gun down a hallway and they were coming out of so-and-so's room. And then, you know, somebody else was like, well, I was in so-and-so's room that night and they were acting so suspicious. And they came back from the car and they were with blah, blah, blah person. And it's literally like that trail that you follow the breadcrumbs back and the story unfolds. That female will talk after that older male figure has passed. She's terrified to say anything while he's still alive. He has way too much influence and control and power over a lot of people, but especially her being the connection that she has to him. Okay. Spirit. How is Tupac today? What is his energy here? Okay. The underlying energy in the deck right here, we have the World, the King of Swords, and the Tower. Tupac he's got a vendetta against the people that did this, basically. And he is making sure that justice is going to be served in the most fiery of ways that he can make sure that happens. Because okay, y'all can believe me on this one or not, but what Spirit's telling me is, in one of those past lifetimes that I brought up in the beginning, where I said he was supposed to be the prince when his father passed, but that never happened. People around him and his family turned on them and took them out. So he died young before he was able to reach his full potential by a certain group of people. These are the same people that did this to him in this lifetime. And he's mad because he's saying the karma wasn't supposed to go that way. The end result wasn't supposed to be that I was the one that was going to lose. So he's holding on to that because there's so much karmic debt attached to this. That's why he's having a hard time of letting that go. And that's where that World card energy comes in. Karmic debt from the past, from past lives. Because it was supposed to be worked out in his favor this time around. Not that he would have killed them, but it was more that he was supposed to rise above them when they tried to stop him. So it's like, if this was people connected to his music label, for instance, and they were always trying to sabotage his music because he wouldn't sell out, he wouldn't sign a 360 or something like that, then it's like he was supposed to then go to another label or go completely independent and be like, you know what, I don't need anybody because look at this, I have my own fans. See, the fans who were fans of me, they were fans of me. They weren't fans of the record label. Like, y'all weren't the thing that mattered. It was me. And he was supposed to rise up against that and be this big success story. And, like, to him, it was like it wasn't supposed to be violence again. I was trying to do the right thing and rise above that. Because remember, you guys, Tupac is a very spiritual person. He was way ahead of his time in his understanding of stuff. He really embraced the Kemetic beliefs. He understood how energy worked. So he was, and I feel like he was very well aware of the things that he had done in past lives. Because Spirit is talking about if we'd had Tupac for another 10 years, he would have opened up and told us that he was psychic. Because he had very, very good intuition about people. He was able to connect to the other side, and he often had dreams of his past lives. And by the time that this all started to take place, Spirit is saying that he was very well connected to his own spirit guides, and he knew how to get what he needed from them. The night that this all happened, he wasn't listening to them, and that was his mistake. But he's gonna make sure that they pay one way or another for what they did to him. And this is the thing, you guys. Like, now he's coming in. He's saying, I don't have to worry about no karma either, because you killed me. Eye for an eye. He's very sure that he's not going to have any bad karma to pay, because it's like, if you killed me 5 times and then I just make sure that you get what's coming to you, then how is that really like karma against me? So part of that is this woman who was, you know, that Queen of Swords lovers, her opening up and speaking, because this Swords air energy is about the communication part of it. She's going to be ready to talk, and her words are going to sting. And with this Two of Pentacles, it's literally about waiting for the right moment to start speaking. She's going to say little things as they start to bring up, it's the anniversary, and like other people start to say stuff, but it's going to be more her wanting to share like the good memories of him. Oh, you know what? Like, our favorite thing to do is eat like Chunky Monkey ice cream and watch Friday on the weekends and stuff. And we would just like laugh the whole time. It's, you know, those things that she wants to share. But like I said, when that Hierophant man has passed, then we're really going to get that Queen of Swords energy where her tongue is going to be sharp and everything is going to come flying out of it. And that is part of him is saying, I mean, part of Tupac's, like, I'm going to make sure you get what you deserve, is that he knows that this Hierophant man has been determined to leave behind a legacy. And Tupac is talking about the worst thing is to have your legacy tarnished by scandals, evil shit, you being a predator, and that's all going to come spilling out, because that's what you get. These are people who've literally spent basically their whole careers abusing and hurting people for the sake of money. Because we have the 7 of Wands, this 5 of Wands, the Star, and the 5 of Pentacles, where it's like, you want to get anywhere in this business, earn it, you know, and earn it in ways that nobody wants to ever have to do anything. So what he was going to completely walk away from all of this, you guys. He was going to go out on his own and work on his own. Like I just said, y'all don't need me. I'm the one. Ace of Pentacles. And it was all behind money. money and the fact that we can't control you. His mom is so upset still about what happened to him too. She's with him. She's with him. So she's backing up. She's backing him up with the whole, like, we gotta make sure they get it. They deserve it. Tupac. Did Biggie's death have any connection to yours? I can just keep hearing, like, his voice. Y'all need me, I don't need y'all. You got it fucked up. And him doing his whole, with his little headband around, like, I could just see him, like, ugh. I swear, if charisma was a person, it was Tupac Shakur. He had that for sure. And that I don't give a attitude to go with it. Like, I am who I am. Accept it or what? You know, like, man, nobody can top him with that attitude. He was really, really devastated by what happened to Biggie, y'all. He really was. It didn't have anything to do with him. Like, he keeps talking about everybody thinks what happened to me and what happened to him was connected and it was retaliation, but that's the way they needed it to play out. Because he's talking about here, see, there's this tower, which is referring to both of their demise. And the Five of Pentacles and the Star about it, you know, both being connected to people wanting to be in a more powerful position and having to get rid of somebody for that to be able to take place. The people who took out Biggie and Pac are connected. And they made it seem like it was, oh, we don't like you, so we got you, and now you're coming back to get us in retaliation, when really that was never what happened. They needed that because it was a plan to get rid of them, because both of them were about to leave where they were, and they were not going to be swayed by money or anything else. And it's like, so you're taking the money away from us and you're not going to let us have it? Bye. Page of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Two of Wands. Mother. Sorry, I'm getting really mad that two black men who had so much potential to become legends, to be great, who left behind children and families and everything, were taken out over this kind of bullshit just because the only person worse than Baphomet Jenner, and y'all know exactly who I'm talking about, and somebody else who at least is rotting in jail right now, with the other two still out here wandering around. And if y'all don't know something about me, one of my nicknames is Juicy because I love me some Biggie Smalls. I got a Juicy tattoo on my hip and everything, and I'm proud of it. So that's why I'm just like getting angry. It's gonna come out though. Temperance, Ace of Wands, Strength card. Just wait, you guys. Everything is coming out. As the stuff comes out about Tupac, so it comes out about Biggie too. Okay. We're going to do a whole separate reading on Biggie. And then we'll ask the questions about his, you know, bitch ass, evil ass, fake ass old friends. So I'm just going to go ahead and ask you, Pac, since we're in it. It's the same person who had anything to do with all of this, the same person who had anything to do with their baby mama passing away this year, or this last year. Yes or no, Pac Spirit, whoever wants to answer this for me. I'm about to get my whole channel demonetized before it even got monetized. And if that happens, guys, then we're just going to talk about everything here on YouTube. Well, Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, King of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. Evil ass mother. Every time he cries about her, I literally want to vomit. Or I feel like somebody socked me right in the, like, that lower part of your stomach like that where you can't breathe. And it just makes everything in your body, like, shake and hurt. And you know what sucks is I freaking love Bad Boy. I love all their artists. I even like some of his songs. Like, Hello Good Morning just got me pumped the F up. And I don't know why, like, I love Rick Ross's, like, verse on that song so damn much. And Coming Home, I drove my ex-fiance crazy playing that damn song. Do you have any more messages for us? Is there anything you really want us to know? He literally is showing me him and Biggie sitting on a couch smoking blunts and playing Nintendo together. He's like, we good. We was good and we good. And he's just laughing. Like, he thinks it's so funny. Like, look, we're friends. Oh my God, the Tupac, your energy is taking me on the wildest fucking ride. But I needed this after Kanye and being in Kris Jenner's energy today and everything. This whole day has been like a wild freaking ride with energy. But oh my God, it's like literally we've like every emotion you can feel in one reading thanks to Tupac. And he's laughing. He's like, well, I'm supposed to. I'm the entertainer, right? He's going to come back, you guys. Okay. He is going to wait for the old one to pass. Because he really wants to confront his ass on the other side. Because he's saying he's the final okay that made it happen. So basically, I mean, he's like literally like wants to go thug it out and spit in his face and then catch him with an uppercut. But after that and after all of this comes out, he's just waiting for that because he says he can make more of that happen, you know, being on the other side. But he's definitely coming back again because he's literally talking about this being for justice for him. He's going to be more successful than he ever has been in any previous lifetime. It's his destiny that every time he comes back, he's just going to be like an attention grabber, a star, the top of his game. Whether he comes back and he's like talking, he's like, If I come back as a scientist, I'm going to be in every science magazine because they're going to be like, Tupac is the best scientist that ever existed. If I came back as a rapper, I'm going to make all these rappers, even my old self as a rapper, look like shit because I'm so great. Like, he is so, like, pumped to do this. Why? He also wants to come back with more Scorpio energy. I think it's because he thinks that that's going to make it so people don't mess with him. Oh, he's laughing because he says Scorpios are automatically charming and they have good. Now he's just saying shit because he just thinks it's funny because he knows I'm repeating it. So it's like, oh, what else can I make you say? Like, you asshole, don't get me demonetized. Oh my God, if that ain't Tupac, you guys. Like, I just feel like that's exactly the kind of shit he does, you know? Like everybody around him must have, like, had, like, the funnest time with him because I just feel like he's, like, so funny and fun to hang out with. He's like, yeah, I am. Okay, Tupac, I can't flirt with ghosts anymore. What else do you want to tell us before we go? Because everybody's going to unsubscribe from me after this and be like, this bitch really is so crazy. She's flirting with a ghost and she's calling it Tupac. Y'all, he's cracking up so much. Biggie's laughing too. Biggie's like in the corner like on the green leather sofa. I'm sorry, that's just so funny. Okay. Yo, Biggie's showing himself in that red leather jacket that he wore in, I think it was the Big Papa video. And, like, he loves the outfit. That's what his spirit likes to wear. It's so funny. And Pac doesn't have a shirt on, and he has, like, his bandana. Like, they really, like, wanted to, like, just chill, like, as they were. Because they're like, we liked who we were. Like, we liked ourselves. Why do we want to look different right now? Like, we'll have to look different when we come back. So, like, I'm going to still sit here and enjoy looking like I do right now. Okay. Any last messages, Pac? Because I got to cut this off. He's going to live a very long life and be very happy. But he's happy on the other side. Even though he's still determined to get his revenge, he is at peace and very happy. So, I mean, for a second there, you guys, like, I did not feel his energy. And I don't know if you saw me because I was like, when I was pulling the cards, I kept being like, like, are you going to come in? I was like, did I not tune in enough? Like, what's going on here? And I was like, oh my God, maybe he didn't pass. Like, oh, is that true? And then he came in and he was laughing and he's like, gotcha. So, like, he's just playing pranks. So I need to go cleanse all this spiritual energy that is in my room out of here, because we've got Pac, Biggie, Donda's still here somewhere, so it's a lot. You know, Kris Jenner's evil energy is probably under the bed somewhere. So I gotta go sage the crap out of my room and cleanse myself, pray for protection, close the portals, all of that. I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful night. I hope you enjoyed this. If you wanted to book your own personal private reading with me, all my information is in the description box below, and you will be eligible to still use the coupon code BELLA40 for 40% off your next reading until January 3rd. So anyways, guys, I love you so very much, and I will talk to you all again later. Bye.